Finally, we have come back to the NFL season for the New York Jets, baby. It's game day. Jets, 49ers, Monday Night Football. And we're here to preview it, talk about it, final predictions with my boy, James Wudi. Let's roll.
I'm going to lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
I made it clear that my intention was to play, and my intention was to play for the New York Jets.
You're fucking
Yes, 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 sir. Yes, we are here. Paul Eston Jr., Boy Green, nice to meet you. Welcome to my home. This is Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your freaking podcast. And it is finally freaking game day. It's been a long-ass off-season. Quiet at some parts. Not documented by the HBO or Max, because they're like changing their company's name every 3 minutes. They're Hard Knocks. So now we will document this historic season on Boy Green Daily every day live at 7:30 in the morning. This jersey I'm wearing is, of course, an Aaron Rodgers jersey. I bought this moments after the Jets made it available, and I didn't get to get a lot of use out of it last season. I'm getting plenty of use out of it this time around. Let's bring in our special guest, but I don't even want to call him a guest. It sounds insulting in some way. He's family, and he will join us every game day episode throughout the entire season. Let's bring him in. A lot of you may know him on the, I don't want to say other show. That also sounds insulting. On, the alternative programming. The Boy Green meets Wudi every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 o'clock. Let's bring him on the main show, baby. That is the James Wudi. What's up, Wudi?
Game day, baby. My gosh, we've been waiting. We've been waiting all so long for this day, but it is finally here.
No doubt about it, baby. And let's start it off with a bang by mother_effing Chew, because people can do this. You don't see it all the time, but they gifted a membership when we were sleeping, when the lights were off. Actually, technically, it looks like it happened at 7 in the morning this morning. But either way, I don't know how long you people sleep. MFC gifting a membership to kick off this game day episode, this game day special of New York Jets, San Francisco 49ers. Let's play. Church is in session, mother. Big Will, welcome to the Boy Green Coffee Club, my good man. And, Wudi, we did this while you were gone. So let me put this aside. Thank you, MFC, for the gifted membership, baby. We got a new banner. Let's roll it. 27 members away, baby, from our next emoji being unlocked. So we're now to 27 after that very generous gift from MFC. So gather around Coffee Club. It's awesome to have you for a game day episode. Scream it's game day in the comment section. We love you, baby. And we're going to have an awesome show here today to preview it. And where you guys can stay tuned all day long is a brand new thing. I've been working on two massive things for the New York Jets behind the scenes. Number one, it just dropped 5 minutes ago. A New York Jets newsletter for Heavy. I'll explain how you guys can subscribe to that, where I'll be giving exclusive content on New York Jets in newsletter form multiple times during the week, number one. And number two, the other new thing we have, it's the pinned comment right now on YouTube. It's called Heavy on Jets Hub. This is the hub that you can invite your friends, your family, your enemies, all of them and above. So it is the pinned comment on YouTube. Click that link, scroll down to the comment section. Also enjoy the content that's in there. There's a lot of live content I'll be continuing to update throughout the day, and go to the comment section and just scream it's game day. Tell me your feelings on game day, because I've seen a couple of people already in here saying they're crying, they're happy, they're sad, they're angry, they're everything, they're excited, over the top for today's festivities, and I think all of those emotions are appropriate for today. Look at this. There's K-Brock screaming, let's go game day. put the league on notice tonight, which I believe they have the opportunity to do, and so much more. So it's time. We got the Jet Stream, a.k.a. Murdog, a.k.a. his brand new show he talked about. Tony Goods, that's what I was referencing. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm fucking pumped. I want to cry. I want to scream. Jets. Let's give him one of those. I feel you, Tony. I feel you, brother. And we're here with you. We'll be here live this morning with Wudi. And later tonight, in a cajillion hours, when it's like 1 a.m, we'll be back on to recap it all on a post-game live stream that I believe we'll be celebrating. But we'll get to that at some point later in the show. For those who are new to this Wudi special, Wudi, you joined me for most of last season on every game day episode, and you revealed your Wudi 3. You did some research. You looked into some things. You figured out some nuggets of sorts and things of that nature. And now we're bringing you back for a second season. So something must have went right the first time around, buddy.
I mean, it's pretty exciting. I'm not trying to toot my horn or anything, but I think appreciate you, boy Green. Definitely, it's a little different than the average way that people look at the games. The coverage usually is like the same, one or two threads. This is a way to analyze or look at the game in a completely different environment. Mm-hmm. And I promise, every Wudi 3, you will learn something new.
Okay, well, that's what we're looking forward to. So I'm going to throw this up on the screen, and you guys can follow along. We'll also still open up the phone lines like normal in the second half of the show, but I'll put this up on the big screen. Again, this is the Wudi 3, as you see in front of your face here. Every game day. I was going to say every week, but we got 3 games in 10 days here to start the season. So there's going to be a lot of Wudi cooking in the kitchen for some of these. But every game day, we'll have a Wudi 3. Again, 3 interesting tidbits that he'll share and expound upon here as well. 3 things that he's looking at for the Jets 49ers game. So without further ado, Wudi, let's get this party started.
Number one, I mean, obviously we are all eyes on Aaron Rodgers, the prince we were promised. Only got him for 4 plays last year. Mm-hmm. And the hope, the expectation is that he will be on the Jets, be active for the Jets for more than 4 plays this year. When he's there, how will he look? Will he be back to old form, right? The MVP caliber, one of the most prolific NFL MVPs in the history of this league? Or will he just be old? I mean, he's over 40, and the history of men playing in this league at that age is not pretty. It's not pretty, but we'll see. So the last full season that he played, 217 yards per game. That was his lowest, literally, of his whole career. And 1.5 touchdowns per game, which was also the lowest of his whole career. But as a Jet fan, you compare that to what we had, and that's actually pretty good. So those are the numbers that I'm looking for tonight. I mean, if he can surpass those numbers, what that would tell me is, one, okay, that thumb injury that was bothering him that year, okay, that's in the past. We're good to go. And 2, is that the Jets got some good cooking. I mean, so those are 2 numbers. If we want to actually quantify, is Aaron Rodgers back to that MVP form? Those are 2 numbers to look at. So obviously you can't get 1.5 touchdowns in a game. We're looking for 2 touchdowns from our boy, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I'll just say this. Again, the proof will be in the pudding. Ultimately, I excuse away a lot of what I saw in 2022 to the thumb injury he suffered against the Giants in London and played through the season with, which obviously I believe compromised some of his play. And then when you consider that, the numbers, 26 touchdowns, 12 picks, not too shabby. The most picks he's had in a long time, of course, because he's had, those 8 or fewer interceptions for most of the last 10, 11, 12 seasons that he's been a part of, which is great. So, it's really who you are as a person. To me, I'm a glass half full guy, an optimistic guy. So when I see Aaron Rodgers, I could say this. And then, Wudi, you could look at the numbers and say this. So what is the truth? Here's the truth. This man hasn't played a full football game in 20 months. So, tonight, we have to see how he operates. Will there be rust? Will there be immediacy? Will there be a different version of Aaron Rodgers we've ever seen, both good or bad? That'll be up to the gods. So I can try to be Captain Positivity, but it's a results-oriented business, and we will find out on a national stage on Monday Night Football in front of the entire country, which there's no other way you'd rather be. Let's go. Are you bringing this back, Woody? Star Search? Is this back?
I wish. It was a fantastic show then, and we got a fantastic show hopefully tonight on Monday Night Football. You talk about it being a results-oriented business. Well, there are a lot of players featured in this game tonight who have actually gotten results. I mean, there are a whopping 19 total players, okay, who combined for 43 All-Pro selections. So that means that, the NFL, they knew what they were doing. They put two of the best rosters in this league together. Simple as that. The rosters now, right? Jets, we can get clown all these years for trotting out this team and old Frank Gore and Rashawn Perriman. All that is done. It's done because of that 43, right? The 43 All-Pro selections, it couldn't be closer. 22 belong to the Niners, 21 belong to the Jets. So, I mean, it's a pretty close race. Obviously, Rodgers, Tyron Smith, and Mosley make up a lot of those, but there are still a whole bunch of players. I mean, Quincy, Sauce, a whole bunch of All-Pros. So with all this talent, who exactly is going to rise, right? Every All-Star game, right? There's an All-Star MVP, right? Every Pro Bowl, there's a Pro Bowl MVP. Who is actually going to be the star among stars in this star-studded game? Obviously, we hope that it is somebody wearing white. But I guess that remains to be seen.
I think this is a perception thing because the 49ers, we all know they're good. They've been to the NFC Championship game in 4 of the last 5 years. They've been to the Super Bowl twice. They've been really freaking good. The regular seasons have been spectacular. So, we all know they're good because they're in front of our face all the time in the playoffs. They're the only game on. NFL's not crossing. There's not multiple playoff games in the NFL happening at the same time. They force feed us one at a time. So we're 49ers. And when you make a lot of trips to the NFC Championship game, that's a lot of playoff games where we're dedicating time to watching the 49ers. Well, I don't need to say this. We have not been dedicating much time scheduling some openings in the January-February range for the Jets for some time. So, I think that's the cool thing tonight, and this is what I talked about with Greeny the other day. Shameless plug, Mike Greenberg, and the show earlier this week. You can check that out in the interview second. But that, man, there are players on this Jets roster that people are going to go, whoa, this Jets team, not too shabby. And a lot of us are going to be like, yeah, talented, yeah, man. So it'll be interesting. That star search, fans will be star searcher. Quincy Williams, Kuyunsi? Is it quinoa? Who is that? There's going to be some of that tonight when people are finding out about some of these guys, which I think is exciting. But obviously a stiff challenge. I've said it all week. I believe the 49ers are the toughest opponent on the Jet schedule. And they're playing in San Francisco, which obviously increases the level of difficulty. And they're doing it the first game of the season. But some people have run away from that. For me, I want the smoke, baby. I want to set the tone immediately because the same advantages, disadvantages people say, the Jets could be rusty. The 49ers could be rusty. Look at all the lack of offense over the weekend that we saw in the majority in the NFL. Defenses normally have the upper hand early, which when the Jets have one of the best defenses in football, I like it. Which takes us to another great game show I used to love, Friend versus Foe. Oh, that was a doozy. I love that show. I'm going to go back and watch some of those episodes, but that's neither here nor there. From Friend to Foe.
I guess I was binging some old shows over the weekend, but I was surprised with this one, actually. This one actually just started with a random thought of, you know what? I think Saleh actually is really good against the Shanahan coaching tree. Okay. The big examples in my head at the time were the Texans, which last year was the smackdown on Bobby Slovic and CJ Stroud. And then thinking about Aaron Rodgers, that game against the Packers with Matt LaFleur at the helm. So I was thinking, oh, he probably has, a really good record. I can see how much worse those teams are when they face Saleh. And then I actually dug into the numbers and I was like, he's 5-5. Okay, all right, 500. But Mike McDaniel is pretty much all those losses. He's 1-3
interesting. Okay.
against Mike McDaniel. So if you take that out, right, then we're looking at 4-2. Right, which is a super positive record, and then you combine that right to the rest of those games, right, 13-28. So I guess there is improvement. That was the point that I was hoping to try to make, is that Saleh against his boys, he knows their boys, right? We talked about this last week. Peter Panessy on Boy Green Meets Wudi. You were saying, Saleh knows Shanahan, Shanahan knows Saleh. Who has the upper hand? I'm thinking Saleh has had the upper hand against most of his boys, and I think that will be the case tonight. I think he will be the one strategically having the upper hand against his boy Kyle Shanahan.
Which, by the way, again, Kyle Shanahan is often considered one of the best offensive minds in the game. So if Saleh can have the advantage, that's just exciting to me, and an interesting chess match throughout the entire night. That when, they say, keep your friends close, keep your enemies close, your friends close, whatever.
Oh, you don't know the saying? Okay, don't worry.
I thought I did. But then all of a sudden I started saying it out loud, and
your friends close and your enemies closer. That's
okay. That actually makes no sense to tonight.
It makes complete sense. But all right, we don't have to talk about it though.
Either way, the point is that the fact that they know each other so well. Sometimes you get teams, right? Like certain teams, the Jets only play once every 4 years. There's not a lot of history. Like Cowboys would be a good example. You don't play them very often. They're complete opposite conferences, so like you're like kind of like weird island offs that face each other. Oh, Cowboys is it? Oh, Jets, and then you have this weird thing. But with this, where Saleh and Shanahan just know each other so intimately, they've worked together at multiple different levels of the NFL circle, and Shanahan knows that defense because like that defense has survived in different iterations. Obviously, as Saleh described at his presser earlier this week. It's just fascinating. So, yeah, that's going to be a fun chess match to see. But it's interesting to know that note that, like, it's not just like a, perception thing of, Saleh is actually a little bit better against this. Like, there's actual statistics that back it up, which I find completely fascinating here. So let me ask you this, Wudi. For our official predictions, which we'll do on every game day, I have not given my official prediction yet. For all of our official predictions, are we doing this at the end of the show? Are we doing it before we open up to the phone lines? What are we doing?
I mean, it's your show, so you can make the rules. I mean, you are the boy who became king. You are the king. So whatever you say, your grace.
Okay, so I guess when I'm dead, this will be Wudi Daily, which is great to know that it will live on after I'm dead. But so for that reason, I say we open ourselves up, Jared B. Hey, peer pressure, baby. Do it now, boy. Okay, Jesus, good Lord have mercy. So here it is. We will, excuse me, give our predictions now and then open up the phone line so we can be cast with stones if they don't agree. It seems like the only way to do it. And I will say this. My prediction for this game, and it's also in the newsletter. It's also, I believe, in the Jets Hub as well in both locations. My official prediction for this Jets 49ers game is I believe it's going to be a close game, number one. I think it's going to be this defensive battle. I think it's going to – I don't think it's going to be 35-31. That would surprise me if we get some crazy high-scoring affair. My official prediction, as I get emotional talking about this, it's been a long build. I have the Jets winning 21-9. The 49ers won't score a touchdown. It'll be 3 field goals, and the Jets suffocate them. The score will look worse than it is, right? 21-9. They're like, well, man, they blew the barn doors off. I believe it's going to be somewhere in the ballpark of like 14-9 for a long time, and then the Jets get a final touchdown. It's kind of like what happened in the Jets-Patriots playoff game, for those who remember, right? It was 21-14, and then the Jets got that second Sean Green touchdown, and he went to sleep. Bye-bye, sleepy. And then we went, aha, look what we got to the Patriots there at the end. So I think that's what we get. We get a late touchdown that adds a little bit to the puzzle here. So again, my official prediction is 21-9. Jets win over the 49ers, and they hold them out of the end zone, baby. The Jets hold the 49ers out of the end zone. That's it, baby. Boom. There you go.
That would be something.
Yeah, I agree.
That would be something. We hope. I mean, honestly, I feel like that is like best case scenario, the absolute best case scenario. As everybody knows, I actually saw a couple of comments already mentioned this in the chat. Every AFC East team took that dub. So I feel
let's just say those real quick for those who missed it. Yeah, the AFC East 1-0 all across the board. Like, for instance, that crappy AFC North, the Steelers are 1-0. They didn't even score an offensive touchdown in that game, and somehow they're 1-0. How does that make any sense? But you go to the Jets, right? Patriots upset the Bengals. I think that's great news. We can get into that perhaps at a different time with the callers. I think that's terrific. The Dolphins squeak past the Jaguars. They're 1-0. And then the Bills squeak past the Cardinals. The Cardinals should have won that game. Oh, I could go on a whole diatribe about that. But everyone's 1-0 heading into the pressure tonight for the Jets. Go ahead, Woody.
Yeah, so hoping that we could join the fray. The way I see it, especially after talking with Peter Panessy, which I'm going to, I guess, keep plugging because it was such a good conversation, right?
It was terrific.
The whole point of these Thursday Boy Green meets Wudi conversations is to get into the enemy camp, see what's going on.
3:00, boys. We already have the Titans one booked. Not that we're looking ahead, but the Titans one is already booked, baby. Thursday. Yeah, I want to put my hands up. It's a great buddy of mine in Tennessee land, so that is Thursday at 3:00.
So with that being said, I think both defensive lines have the advantage over the offensive lines. The Niners offensive line is young, inexperienced. Quinnen, that's barbecue chicken. The Niners defensive line is probably the best on paper now that the Jets don't have Reddick. And the offensive line, which obviously should be really good on paper, hasn't played together, right? This is, of the 5 offensive line starters for the New York Jets, only Elijah Vera Tucker has taken snaps with Aaron Rodgers in an NFL game. 4 snaps to be.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't think about it like that. Wow, that's true. Yeah,
it is. So there's a lot of adjusting. I really don't think people just come out of the woodwork swinging. I think there will be adjustments. There will be growing pains. I do agree with Boy Green's summation that it will be a defensive struggle. So I actually don't have either team reaching 20 points. I think that's too many in this defensive battle. I think that in the end, it will be the Niners 17, the Jets 10. It's okay. Take this one on the chin. Still gonna win the division. That's still my prediction. But you can't go 17-0. You gotta lose. Right, I mean, it's not going to happen. It's not going to win 17
We had
games.
a caller say we're going 20-0, Woody. That what do you mean? I just had that a few days ago. You're calling him a liar?
He might have just came out the darkness retreat. The ayahuasca was hitting. But yes, some games will be lost, and I believe this is one of them.
Well, Greeny, by the way, because I just like plugging interviews too, he mentioned that if you're going to – so he mentioned – because, again, we have – guys, you're going to see a lot of Boy Green daily. I mean, it's literally daily, but our post-game shows too. There is 3 games in 10 days for the Jets. They play tonight. They play on Sunday against the Titans. Then they play on Thursday Night Football. Bang, bang, bang. Greeny, in his one of the final answers we got to on the show, where he said he's not throwing the shindig tonight, where so many people, he was trending last year because he had Dan Graziano, Damian Woody, Dominique Foxworth, all these ESPN personalities at his house. He hosted this big party for the Jets-Bills game last year. He told me that's not happening this year after he's just going to watch it by himself with his family. I said, that's probably for the best. But he said that an ideal start for the Jets where he's walking out smiling through these 3 games is if they're 2-1 and there's no massive injuries. And he said if there was a loss to happen, and he said it's certainly possible, obviously, he said it's the 49ers. It's a non-conference opponent that's on the other side. It's in their building. It's all the incredible challenges we've talked about so far. And if we lose that one, whatever, the AFC ones are more important, and that's Tennessee and New England. So he said, I'm not like waving the white flag saying we're losing, because he told Garrett Wilson at the U.S. Open, let's, I guess we could say it on this show, let's fucking get these guys, and pumped his fist, and Garrett started laughing at the U.S. Open. So that was awesome. He said that's what he said to him. But he said if we get a 2-1 start, no injuries, he's feeling pretty good. So again, to your point, I like, Wudi, that you don't just always pick the Jets, that you're straight up, and that's how I value myself as well. Let's throw up a couple of these. Let's show up a couple of these score predictions. Sergeant CVO 24-21 Jets. Okay. John Sauer, we're at 23-14. Okay. William 27-21 Jets. Very nice. By the way, that 23-14 was for the Jets for John Sauer. For our audio-only listeners, NC, a very tight game, 23-20 Jets. Jared B, 24-20 Jets. Hope I'm wrong. Or 24-20 Niners, excuse me. He says, I hope I'm wrong. We're getting some Niners in here. Up our dad, 22-16 Niners. We're getting a lot of that. Oh, my God. Sergeant CVO with a 9-6 Jets. If we get the game that it's kind of funny that this game comes to mind. The Packers, I don't know if you remember this game, Wudi, but when Aaron Rodgers was back with the Packers and we were in our AFC Championship glory days, Green Bay visited MetLife Stadium, and the Packers won 9-0 against the Jets, and our offense couldn't do anything. And there was 2 plays during the game that flipped the game. There were simultaneous catches by the offensive player and the defensive player. And technically, when that happens, it's supposed to go to the offensive player. Like, hey, if a tie goes to the offense. But in both of those situations, for whatever reason, the tie went to the defense. They were interceptions. And I was just so angry, living as a Jet fan, going, that's not the rules. That's not how it's supposed to work. And they lost 9-0. So a 9-6 would just give me those flashing huntbacks, which would be crazy. Yeah, Terence Hill, not giving a prediction, just reacting to mine, 21-9. And then doing several, shout outs to my daughter, which normally we only play this for super chats, but it feels appropriate.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, there it is. So Terence reacting to it. By the way, Terence, I don't know if you know this, Wudi, but he's going to Cabo early tomorrow morning. So he said he's going to be on the postgame show very late tonight at like 1 a.m. And then he's basically going to Cabo. So beautiful.
That is a tremendous combination of events right there.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. We'll go through a couple more of your predictions. I'll open up the phone lines here. Peter Campisi, Jets 23-17. Maha Khalil, 38-6 Jets win. Good Lord. I mean, I would love to beat the bricks off the 49ers like that. The Christmas night game where the Ravens were just giving them the business. Okay. Ooh, Mr. Business said, Cynthia Freeland said statistically 21-20 Jets. I love her numbers. We haven't had Cynthia on in a while. We'll have to get her back on the show. I had her on a year or 2 ago. Ooh, Jared B says, Paul, can we peer pressure Wudi into a coffee club membership? And to get on Discord. Thoughts, Wudi? Are you a fan of peer pressure? Caving in. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, well, I don't know if I'm a fan of peer pressure. That's a interesting question, but the coffee club, yes. I mean, it's overdue. It is overdue.
Okay, so we will see when that happens, but it sounds like the peer pressure is working, Jared B. So just increase the volatility of it and the consistency of it, and eventually we'll push them over the top. I just opened up the phone lines. That is the pinned comment on YouTube.com/BoyGreen25. I'll see if we have any more predictions. I will highlight first real quick, but guys, continue calling. So I don't know if you remember this, Woody, but we had a 49ers fan that's kind of like jumped on the bandwagon over the last couple of weeks because they knew, obviously, we had Jets 49ers. That is Bay Area Sports 83, who have been watching the show, so I appreciate the support. But they say, sorry, boys, nothing but respect, but it's 49ers 31-14. Nothing but respect, but we lose by 3 scores? That's like, I don't want to get into that analogy I was going to use, but it's not respect. That's with all due respect, and then you just insulted my family. So, yikes. All right, we'll keep going through. Oh, our father said fair assessment, Woody. There you go. No,
thanks, Dad.
Sucking up for Dad's approval. Huh?
I mean,
this keeps happening.
He raised one of us right.
Apparently. All right, let's go to the phone lines. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 callers. Good Lord. Okay, it's a game day show, baby. So let's roll. All right, let me see. Who the hell are we going to first? Ah, yes. Why don't we go to the legend himself? And that's the one thing I have to do. I still have to add that. We have a new Hep song that came out yesterday. I have to add that to my video playlist here on the channel, so you guys can. We'll definitely play it on the show today. But let's go to him, the man, the legend, Hep. Joined us here on the program. What's up, Hep? Nice hat.
Woo! Thanks, guys. Hey, Woody, I talked to Paul about this before. I'm really concerned about the Jets. Remember last year with all the slow starts on both sides of the. I mean, the offense, of course, they never had a slow beginning. You know? but even the defense had slow starts. It was like, what's going on here, man? Like that really plagued us last year. Those slow starts. I hope they address that. You know.
I definitely noticed them. But some in the second half, right, of that first game. Josh Allen, how many turnovers did that man have? 4 turnovers. So they do kick it up. Hopefully they can do some of that in the first half tonight, though.
It's always like they didn't show up to the second half. It was like, come on, guys, you keep shooting yourself in the foot. Anyway, this is the first step to our quest for the ring. We're going for the ring, fellas. This is it. All right. I love you guys.
It. Thanks, Hep.
Yes.
Yeah,
my God, quest to the ring. Let's go, Hep.
I'm going to be like Gollum throughout the entire season, my precious. If we get this 49ers win, it's going to feel like so close, which is a ridiculous thing to say probably on week 1, September 9th, but it's going to feel great. Okay, I don't know if you guys heard it, but Hep had a new song he debuted yesterday on the show. Roll it.
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Talking just football, man. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. The New York Jets Football Club. Wow. Offense, defense, special teams. Watch the Super Bowl season with Boy Green. J-E-T-S. Jets. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. You're talking Jets football, man. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. The New York Jets Football Club. Wow. Offense, defense, special teams. Watch the Super Bowl season with Boy Green. J-E-T-S. Jets.
Boom, shakalaka.
Let's go.
That's catchy. I got that stuck in my head. I bet it in the car going, more green, and I'm probably going to do that on the drive into work today. It's just an incredibly catchy song. So shout out to Hep for giving us another concert here on the show. Okay, like I said, we are loaded. We have 9 people on hold, so I will get to all of you guys on a Jets Game Day episode real quick. To the 500+ people that are watching the show right now, make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe, and as you see on the scrolling ticker, we're 27 members away from the next emoji being unlocked. So feel free to spread the love. You guys can join the Boy Green Coffee Club in the YouTube description down below. That is our YouTube membership group where you can help support the show. Also, make sure you gift the membership. That if you're watching on YouTube, there's a little money sign. Click that. It's a final option. Gift memberships. 1, 3, 5, 10, 50. 20. I don't know. You can gift as many as your heart desires. Let's spread the good positivity on a Jets 49ers game day. Okay, who the hell are we going to first here? All right, I'm just going to close my eyes. Let's go to this guy, Johnny Boy. Or maybe not. Johnny?
Oh,
Johnny?
Oh, making a turn.
Oh, boy. Okay, he's making a turn. It might be his video, too. Okay, he might be in a bad spot. Okay, let's go to somebody else. Let's go to Cabo, man. Terence here on the show.
Oh, wow. Wait.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Terence, you okay? I was about to say, that's 2 callers in a row. We're having some difficulties. What's up, Terence?
Well, I was getting ready because I heard you say you had like 8 people. So I was
That's
like,
true.
I'll be number 9.
Did, but you're Terence. Come on. You're, for God's sakes. I mean, come on, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that. What's up, Woody? How you doing, man?
Pretty good. How are you, Terence? Cabo.
Good.
That's very exciting.
Yeah, I have a long day today. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I have to do the business after I'm done with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to get my hair cut and all that stuff. And
sure.
pack and, whew, so let's just take everything step by step here.
Damn straight. Yes.
Okay.
That's
Rudy,
that's way to do it.
I'm a little disappointed in you.
Mhm.
You keep telling us that the Jets are gonna lose.
He does all the
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
He calls me randomly at night and just says, "Hey, Paul, the Jets are going to lose this week." I'm like, well, "Who is this?" And stop calling. And I hang up. Yeah.
oh, meanwhile, before you go to bed, just want to let you know the Jets are losing. Bye.
Yeah, I know. Like, bye. And I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, it's very odd. Very strange. Go ahead.
Now, when you're a coach, you don't think about losing until you actually lose.
Right.
So I don't think of my teams ever losing until like this game is over and then they lost.
Yeah.
But just because you lose don't mean you didn't play well. We
That's
need
true.
these guys to go over there, play well, right, and win the game. But of course, you're not going to win all the games. I mean, refs come into play, Vegas comes into play, a lot of stuff comes into play that you can't control as a
Wait,
player.
we're not going to win all the games? What?
No, we are going to win all the games because
okay, great.
today we are capable of winning all the games.
Ah, yes. Yeah, baby.
You know what I mean? So I'm gonna stay on that boat. But as far as what do I have today? That was it. Just played tonight. Boy Green is predicting a win. Rudy's predicting a loss. So the third guy that comes on. Well, I mean, that's what I was listening to before I jumped on.
That's true. That's true.
I thought there was a few people in front of me, so I was gonna write down some notes, but I don't have them. So let's talk. Give me about 2 or 3 minutes to talk something. Let's go. Give me a topic.
Okay. All right. Let's see. What will decide the game tonight between the Jets and 49ers?
Okay. Well, what I'm looking for is Brees Hall to score.
Okay.
Garrett Wilson to score.
Okay.
You know, I'm looking for about at least 8 catches by Garrett Wilson.
In the first quarter? Or first drive, maybe?
well, you know what? Who's that cornerback that was talking trash?
Oh, that's Charvarius Ward. Charvarius Ward.
So remember my prediction? 10 catches a game?
Yeah.
All right. Would it be a surprise if he got 12?
No. And here's the other thing. If anyone watched Sunday Night Football last night, I was thinking of you, Terence. Yeah, isn't that endearing, me thinking of you late at night? But it's neither here nor there. But during the Sunday Night Football game, the Rams, all right, okay, Bluebird 22 Cobra, we're going to throw it to Cooper Kupp. Ready, break. Every time, everybody, whoop, whoop, whoop. And I'm like, and unfortunately, that was not great news because I was playing against Cooper Kupp in fantasy last night. But like, it was just the plays. He was the first read on plays. I said, damn, if we have an offense like that, that's just thinking of Garrett Wilson all the time. And it's not everything is always dynamic. It's 5 yards turnaround, no one's on him. Boop, boop, boop. Just gimme yards. They're a freebie. They're just giving it to him. And I was like, damn, there's so many. We saw that last year in the Garrett Wilson Jets Giants preseason game. It was supposed to be a halfback stretch to the right. Aaron Rodgers says, wow, that corner's off him on 7 yards. Bluebird, I'm throwing it to Garrett Wilson. And then he just hikes it and immediately chucks it out there. I think there's so many yards and catches like that Garrett Wilson can have.
Wudi?
Yeah, I would definitely wholeheartedly agree with that. Garrett, I mean, you don't want to give him a chip on his shoulder. And he got a big old Pringle right up on there with Charvarius yapping. And to Boy Green's point with Cooper Kupp, we already seen Rodgers do this with Devontae Adams. We've seen him do it before that with Jordy Nelson, which is a name that people don't talk about too often these days. So I think Garrett, I think that's certainly possible.
Yeah, if I'm not looking for Garrett to catch and run a lot. Hopefully he'll just catch and drop. He's he's not the biggest dude. So I don't want him getting nicked up. Catch the ball, drop. Catch the ball, drop. Get about 15 of them. I say he gets about a touchdown. I think Brees Hall is going to get a touchdown too.
I get what you're saying too, because like people said that a lot because Garrett was so wiggly, like even in practice, like you're like, Jesus, you're going to break your ACL. So all this, like these deep basketball moves, you're like going like, hit him with it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of that. But I'm going to be honest, that's what makes Garrett Wilson special. His ability to get like squirrely. Like all of a sudden he's like crisscross applesauce kind of working around guys. So like to me, I don't want him to get lit up either, although all the credit in the world, despite his frame. He's appeared in 34 out of 34 possible games through his first 2 seasons. So knock on wood, blessed be he. He's been incredibly healthy and avoiding either the big hits or even when he gets hurt, he's just a tough son of a gun and powers through it. So yeah, I'll be intrigued to get, a little Charvarius Ward up, jockstrap aisle 3, hit him with that 2-piece combo and he falls down to the ground. And then like Garrett Wilson's running by him. That'd be great.
Yeah. And just thinking in the back of my mind, I still got the 3 games in 10 days, like you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
So you give Garrett the bulk this first game so the world can see.
Yeah.
Then you give the second stringers more of the bulk next week so that the starters can gear up for Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I'm looking for it.
I see you. I understand.
So
I like
so
that.
so you get the starters in tonight, get them out there, show the world how good we are, what we're capable of doing, and look out for us. The next week, which hopefully I'll be able to watch the game because I'll be flying back from Cabo.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know if I'll be able to watch that game live, but hopefully that second game, the second stringers and all those guys could come in and take the load off the starters for that game so that the starters can gear up for Thursday night. And then we'll have I'm sorry.
No. I just wanted to say, Terence, if you're on that flight and you said, excuse me, miss, and she's like, yeah, sure. I'd like to get the Jets-Titans game on. She's like, I'm sorry, I can't do that. You're like, oh, okay. I'm Terence. Oh, Terence. Oh, good Lord, have mercy. Yeah, we'll get you a plasma screen immediately to watch that Jets-Titans game. And you'll be like, thank you. Okay, next time, don't give me all the hassle. Yeah, I'm so sorry, sir. Can I get you a cold beverage? That's what's going to happen, okay? So you'll get it. You'll enjoy Cabo, and we'll see you later tonight or tomorrow morning, however that's going to work time-wise, for the post-game show to celebrate.
Well, it's looking good because the flight leaves at like 7 in the morning.
Okay.
I'm probably going to get to the airport about 4:30, 3 o'clock-ish.
All right.
And you're coming on like 1, right?
Yeah, that's probably what the time will be, I would imagine. Yeah, outside of something crazy. Yeah.
So I'll probably be in the airport with my phone. Like,
there you go.
We won.
Yeah, get random JETS chants from everyone there. I'm sure they're going to be rushing to want to do that. Yeah.
Right in the middle of the Fort Lauderdale airport.
Let's go, baby. I love it. Terence, thanks, brother, and happy game day, man.
Have a good morning, everybody.
Appreciate you, Terence.
Okay, we got a super chat in. The legend Jake Asman joins us this morning, and every time we get a super chat,
Wow.
It's always good to get a good morning from Jake Asman of the Jake Asman Show. Good morning to everyone besides that coward Alan! Exclamation point. Screw you, Alan. He didn't add that in. I just felt I was in the mood once he said that you're a coward. I just wanted to jump in there. Thank you, Jake, for that. All right, let's go back to the phone lines here. We got Tony Alexio, baby, joining us here on the show. What's up, Tony?
Yeah, good morning, gentlemen. I just want to make I'm sorry. I want to make 2 points. Like, it's going to be like unbelievable finally for all us fans to see a Jets offense.
Yeah, for
We've
sure.
been so deprived. I mean, over the last couple of years, all we had was like 2 or 3 sack teaser games, and the rest was just nothing but suffering, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No doubt about it.
And the other point I want to get to, which is what I originally called for, was the defense, which has been our bread and butter.
Mm-hmm.
But last year, when Al Woods went down, there was a vacuum against the run. I mean, the run, and that's my concern for this year. Is Kinlaw the replacement for Al Woods?
I don't know if I'd call it direct, but he's probably more pass rush. He's probably more Quentin Jefferson than Al Woods. I'd probably say Likey Fotu is more Al Woods. If I had to guess, although obviously Likey Fotu is on IR, so we'll have to see who is the other body they choose. Leonard Taylor III, are they going to trust a undrafted free agent? It'll be curious to see who that guy is. But I would assume Kinlaw is more so pass rush, but obviously he's a big boy, so.
Now, would you agree that is our weakness, or am I off? Is that our weakness in the defense against this the top running back there?
Yeah, I mean, I'll let Wudi speak for himself here, but for me, I think some of the run numbers were a little warped last year because the Jets were the third most run-on team, and I think that was for 2 factors. First off, I think other teams said, Zach Wilson's going to blow this. And, well, that was a good bet. And he did. Yep. And then number 2, the Jets secondary is awesome. I'd much rather run the ball than risk the chance. Again, kind of the same thing. Let's play not to lose, and the Jets offense will probably F it up at some point. And that was true. So when you get run on the third most times, I think the run numbers look a little, whoa, man, this Jets leaky run defense. Well, when someone's beating you in the head with a battering ram 1,000 times, eventually a few battering rams going to get through. So what happens when we have more close contest? In theory, that's what should be happening with Aaron Rodgers. How leaky is that run defense? So, no, it's a fair point to bring up because the numbers say it, but I'll be kind of curious to see it. I mean, talk about a challenge. Christian McCaffrey week 1.
Yeah. And at least our offense will be on the field more than 30% of the time, like the last few years, you know?
God, I
So
hope.
Was it 30% or was it 10? It felt
yeah.
like for 1 minute at a time.
Yeah.
3 and out, 3 and out. Boom, boom. It's a big change for us all. We're going to see the beginning of a dynasty tonight, I hope.
Oh, yeah, baby. I love it. Thanks for the call, Tony. Go Jets,
Okay.
baby. Appreciate you. Go, gosh darn it. A dynasty. Okay, here we go.
All those 3 and outs, definitely, they killed me each time.
All right, we have a lot of callers here, but there's a clip I wanted to play at some time before the game, and now's a better time than any. Woody, have you gotten a chance to see the full interview between Aaron Rodgers and Alex Smith for Monday Night Football?
Not the full, but, most of it. I've seen a lot of clips.
Yeah, one clip that went viral, and this just I want to show this because it's going to show what Tony said, that on the other side, that, when bad things happen, things turn around, right? Aaron Rodgers said, the night is darkest before the dawn. Aaron Rodgers got pretty emotional talking with Alex Smith when he recapped last year. Here's a quick clip from that interview that will be playing tonight on ESPN.
It's all a year later now. What are your memories that day? What's...
Yeah, it's kind of a blur, honestly. You've had some serious injuries. I knew when I was on the ground that something was wrong. And sometimes you get drilled and, something's off and you just kind of hope you get up. And it kind of shakes itself out sometimes. Yeah. You're like, oh, okay, well, that's just a sprained MCL or an ankle totally. That's, I got to walk off. But when I stood up, I said, I knew it, and then I just went down and everything flashing before your eyes, the 18 years in Green Bay, the trade, the spring, this excitement, the summer, the city, the hard knocks, running on the field with the flag for the first time, 9/11. Yeah, and then just thinking that's going to be the last time, because I know I'm old and the rehab I knew was going to be tough. And so in the training room, I really thought, damn, that's how I'm going to go out.
God, that puts me back in that place. It's just, man, you could see Aaron Rodgers getting emotional about it, man. But the reason why I show that is I don't want to harp on last year, but spoiler alert, folks, for those watching Monday Night Football, they might bring it up a few times, what happened last year. But you know what? when you hit rock bottom, which I think it was for all of us last year, Greeny talked about that during our interview too. How could it get any lower than that? Sometimes they find a ways. But when you get that low, we're due, man. We're due for that. That moment for everybody, we're all crying. We're all like, you got to be friggin' kidding me. And now here we are. So I just want to play that small clip. Again, you guys will probably get to catch the full interview tonight on Monday Night Football. But that one got me, man. That one 100% got me. Whew, man, that gets me. All right, let's go to another caller here. We got Johnny Boy here on the show. Johnny, we got you?
Yes, sir. BG, right. What's going on? Yeah. Woody, what up, brother?
Johnny Boy.
Yeah, every time I say the name Woody, I just want to say what my uncle be saying. Woody, rocking everywhere. You know what I mean? So, boys, it's game day. I'm so hyped, man. I just can't wait. That interview was awesome. The stuff that he was saying, what he was going through. He was the physical part of it was nothing. It was okay. It was the mental piece of it when we started talking about that. And that dude looks so determined to come and just light it up, man. But with that being said, with tonight's game, I'm on Woody's boat, man. I'm just gonna put that on there. I'm on the same boat with him, bro. I was losing. 16-19, man. It's gonna be a kicking affair, dude. It's just going to be, man.
Johnny, I appreciate you coming to us with this revelation.
I don't.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing.
There's absolutely everything wrong with that. Yeah.
Because you still love your team, you have faith in your team. You think that this team is going far, as do I. But tonight, in this kicking affair, which we can agree there will be some field goals kicked, there'll be some ass kicked too. You've chosen the correct boat, which is okay. It's all right.
Yeah, I mean, like I keep saying, I know that the Jets are ready and everything like that, but I think I honestly have us going 14-3. People look at me like I was nuts and everything like that. I have us losing this game, but I think this is the game that really puts everything in perspective for the actual Jets itself. It lights that fire even more underneath them for the rest of the season. Like, guys, we came this close of beating the people that were in the Super Bowl last year. We are that team. Let's go ahead and show everybody and put the NFL on notice, right? And I mean, that's what I think. That's what I say. I hope I'm wrong because look, I really want our squad to win. Imagine that we win today, we win against Tennessee, and then going into the home opener, it's just going to be electric. It's going to be something that us, when we all see each other and everything like that, it's just going to be nuts, man. Like, we're not going to know how to act. You know, me and BG and Woody probably be, asking Papa Ezen to get us out of the MetLife jail and whatnot because
we're going to be looking like Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, exactly, man. So, and look, it's his time, man. We've been waiting a while now. I mean, first and foremost, BG. I mean, just to all the content creators that have been out there that have been showing straight content since the summertime and been going strong every single day, man. I appreciate you guys a lot because it is a lot of stuff, and man, you guys are doing God's work, man. Real talk. So, BG, I appreciate you. Woody, I appreciate you guys, man. It is time, baby. Jets, Jets. Let's go.
There he is. Johnny Boy joining us here on the show. Appreciate all the calls and support, everybody. Again, we got nearly 600 people in the room right now. Like the video, hit subscribe, show your support for the channel. Like I said, get those memberships flowing, baby. You can either punch in your own membership down in the YouTube description down below or gift a membership with that little money sign if you're watching on the screen. Let's go to our next caller here. We got NYJets FL here on the program.
Morning, gentlemen. A couple of notes real quick. Tom Brady is Tony Romo extra light. And the scariest team that I saw yesterday was the Rams. So, I mean, you knew the Lions were good, but man, the Rams, that defense was flying around making plays and big hits and everything. But let's focus on today. I really think that everyone who thinks we're going to sit back and hand the ball to Breece Hall 25 times tonight, it's I wouldn't say delusional, but that's not the way it's going to play out. Because they're going to key on that, okay? We need to come out, go 3 wides, spread the ball out, get Rodgers' feet wet, get the offensive line's feet wet, and then you open up the running lanes. That's the way I see this playing out. They're gonna stack the box, no matter if Rodgers and say, hey Rodgers, let's see what you can do because you haven't played in the preseason. We haven't seen you in 9 months or whatever, or 11 months. We need to come out, spread the Rams out, see if they can stop, let's see if they can stop us. Let's
the 49ers.
The terms to them.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No. You said the Rams. You were on the Rams, I'm saying.
I'm sorry, the Niners.
The 49ers. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't eat a lot of food, Paul. Sorry. I get a little dizzy.
That's
you
okay.
can tell some of my calls.
Yes.
I don't eat a lot of food. But go ahead. I mean, that's the way I see this playing out. And then the running lanes will come. And then let's see if they can stop that then.
Yeah, not Johnny. It was Jared B. He asked in the comment section, guys, predict what's the first play, run or pass. And like I said, if you think back to the Bills game, Breece Hall's first run of the game was a 26-yarder. And then his second run, which wasn't immediately after, it was just his second rushing attempt later, was 83 yards. So I'm sure the Jets could be tempted to pound the Brutus beefcake a little bit. But to me, I just have it in my gut that I think the Jets are going to do a play action. I don't know if it's quite max protect, but a little extra chipping, padding in the backfield. Where Aaron Rodgers, it like screams run play action, and Aaron Rodgers just pats the ball twice and just freaking throws, again, the Jets-Giants joint practice where he's like, hey, run by his ass. I'm going to throw you a go ball. And then just immediately, let's see what happens. And because, again, if you think about all the things that could happen, okay, you get an 80-yard bomb to the house for a touchdown. That's pretty nice. You get passing interference and Travarius scored immediately. Now you're getting in his head. There's a lot of good things that can happen. Immediately taking the shot, backing the defense off a little bit. Okay, Aaron Rodgers still has it. Okay, guys, back it up. Like you're playing baseball. You're like, look at this guy. All right, let's bring it in, guys. Let's bring it in. This guy ain't hitting far. and then like he cracks it. And you're like, oh, back up, back pedal. You're doing a little bit of that action. So yeah, I think it's going to be a deep bomb to start the game.
Woody?
Yeah. That would be nice. I think that is something that could happen. If I'm a betting man, I think the O-line is suited for the run game. John Simpson, his run block numbers were better than his pass protection. Same thing with AVT. I mean, I think with Brees being somebody who is so electric and that pass rush, the Niners pass rush being what they are, I think either way you can put them on their heels, either with a bomb or with that 20-yard run, like they opened up the season last year against the Buffalo Bills defense. So I think either way, you're dealing with poison, and that's one of the beautiful things about this year's New York Jet offense.
Paul, I really think you're going to see 5 or 6 sacks tonight. I really think you're going to see a Brock Purdy who's completely harassed and flustered, and we can definitely, I would say, contain McCaffrey. I know you can't stop him, but let's gang up on him, and limit what he can do. Although physically he may be limited anyway. He has a calf injury. You don't know if he's on a pitch count. You don't know how he's going to feel. I don't know if they want to overload him the first week. So we're catching, and we discussed Trent Williams. How fit will he be? How many reps will he be on? So this is the perfect week to catch them.
I agree.
Later in the year, they're much better. So all I can say is let's go. I see let's go 23-16, like a lot of ugly like points and field goals and stuff. So Jets, that's my prediction. You guys have a good one. We'll see you tonight, maybe, or tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's right. We'll be here.
Yes, sir.
NYJets FL. Appreciate that. Way to spread the love. So 49ers HR department, prepare for a lot of complaints from Brock Purdy tonight on the harassment that will be happening in tonight's festivities. Let's get a YouTube super chat in here. Again, every time we get a super chat, we get some chiming in from my daughter.
Wow.
Ace of Spade asked, thank you for the super chat. Is the game nationally televised? It says ESPN Plus. Let me make this as clear as possible because I have it in front of me. This is going to be on ABC, ESPN, ESPN Deportes, ESPN Plus, YouTube TV, Sling TV, NFL Plus, Fubo. It is going to be literally on everything on the face of the earth. So Ace of Spade and anyone, as long as you have any one of those subscriptions, you will be able to catch the Jets game tonight. Also, again, on your main ABC hub, that will also be cross-streamed. So, yes, you should be more than covered from that standpoint as it pertains to tonight's game. But it's always good to know because in the streaming world of Peacock this and Kerfluffle that sometimes it can all kind of get lost in the shuffle. Oh, baby. We got a new member to the Boy Green Coffee Club, so I got to do a few things here. First off, play those friggin' chimes. This was someone that said, you know what? I'm not going to wait for someone else to give me my membership. I'm going to punch in my own membership here, DER_international Jet fan. Now, I don't want to assume. Woody, are you good with your flags? What flag is this that's on the screen? Is that Denmark? What is that?
Oh, I'm not even going to lie. I thought that was like an equal sign. I did not.
Oh, it is Denmark. Yes. I nailed it. It's Denmark.
Is it Denmark?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Good job.
No, actually, I lied. It's not. It looks similar. It is absolutely not Denmark. Now that I've reviewed the footage, that is not Denmark whatsoever. If someone knows immediately...
Austria.
Oh, it's Austria. Oh, great. Oh, thank God. So I thought for a second I nailed it, which just looks all the more embarrassing. That is. Austria. Well, our Austrian Jets fan, welcome to the show, baby. Again, they punched in their own ticket to the Boy Green Coffee Club. Appreciate you and welcome. You get a loyalty badge, access to our Discord channel, our emojis, and more. Jared B will drop that in there immediately. Also, the other thing I got to change is Terence's countdown here. Let's take that off the screen. Let me do a quick edit here. Boop, 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 boop. Technical difficulties. And 26 members away now for Terence's emoji. So let's keep the train rolling. Now let's go back to the phone lines here. Who do we got next? Tim from Fishland joins us. What's up, Tim? Happy game day.
What's up, Paul? Woody?
What's up?
So, I think the Jets are going to take the game plan out of the Ravens from Christmas. Okay, a lot of gap scheme runs. That's how you attack the 49ers. It's the same way you attack us in the same way because we run basically the same schemes. But, a lot of you guys keep saying, oh, play action, deep. I don't see that happening in the beginning. I see that happening on maybe the 7th or 8th play of the drive. That way they can wear down Bosa and put a chipper on him. I believe you're going to see a lot of 13 personnel, so 3 tight end sets.
Sure.
Okay. Brees Hall is going to have it there.
Ooh.
Okay, if the Jets can run, and I believe that they're going to stop. If they can stop McCaffrey, they force Purdy to beat them. If I'm the Jets defensive coordinator, I'm sending stunts. I'm sending blitzes at Trent Williams' old ass. You've been on the couch all summer, boy. All right. Let's see how much game shape you really are in. All right, I'm serious. We're living proof that you have to have training camp, especially in those type of positions.
Definitely.
Okay, look at Revis back in 2010. All right, same thing with Ayuk, same thing with McCaffrey. They have not practiced all summer. I'm very interested to see how this offense functions without being able to practice until this week.
It's a great question because, you think about Trent Williams. He has this angry, mean mug look on his face all the time, right? So you see him at left tackle, and you're like, ooh, Trent Williams, that's scary. Look, he's a first-team All-Pro 3 years in a row. But to your point, if you're like, hey, Trent Williams, you poke him in the belly button, boo, does all the air come out of the Pillsbury Doughboy? You're like, oh, this ain't Grandpa Trent Williams.
He's 36 years old.
Exactly.
He's my age. Okay, and he didn't have a camp. All right. The Jets actually, the offensive line for the Jets has been together all camp. Okay, so I'm going to take the team who's got the better O-line, in my opinion, in total. I guess what is it? San Francisco's starting a new guard or something like that.
Yeah, rookie guard. His name is Pooney or something like that.
Yeah,
he's going to be on
Quinn
Williams.
Going to eat. No, I think Kinlaw's going to eat. I think they're going to double team. I think they're going to double team him, and I think Kinlaw's going to have a game for himself against his former team.
Yeah,
I think he's due to break out. I like Tack McKinley coming off the edge.
Oh yeah, wouldn't that be cool for a Bay Area kid to reign some
And like
havoc?
Jake says, I see the Jets using Mike Williams on third downs in red zone, and I think
that's probably it for pitch count. I think so too. I
think that's what you're going to see a lot of Mike Williams. You might see a jet sweep here and there, maybe if the defensive line's going crazy, you know what I mean, beating us and stuff like that, you might see a screen to Corley. We'll see about that. But I really think this game is a Brees Hall, Braylon Allen game. I really do. Because of the deficiencies in the middle of the defense, in between the tackles of the 49ers. Okay. That's the only thing. And then you neutralize Bosa with, whenever you're passing, you put a tight, because he's going to be going against Moses. He's on the right side of the line. So I would put, 13 personnel, Conklin out on one side, and I have Rucker chipping to make sure that Moses is not having to deal with Bosa all game by himself. But I trust Tyron Smith against Leonard Floyd on Island all day.
Damn straight. Yeah.
So,
again, you saw what he did to Brian Burns in the joint practice where Brian Burns like, I'm gonna do something, and then he wakes up, he's like, well, how'd I get on the ground? What happened? Tyron Smith standing over him. He's like, that's what happened, brother. So I appreciate that.
So my prediction is that the Jets are gonna harass Purdy.
Ooh, yeah.
He's not the quarterback that can win it all by drop backing and passing the game. He's not a Mahomes. He needs that run game behind him. He needs those gadget plays, this and that. The Jets got to watch out a little bit for Debo. I'm interested to see how they match up the corners with the wide receivers.
Saucy on Ayuk, I think.
I don't know, because Debo's a big guy, and
he is.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't think they're going to specifically put them on individual ones unless somebody starts lighting this up.
Okay.
Yeah, I would
That's
agree with
the only
that.
way I could see them moving Sauce to Ayuk. You know what I mean? Strictly on Ayuk if somebody's beating us down bad. But I think this is going to be a completely different game. You can't listen. I want Ward to eat his crow, but when you have a pass rusher kind of like T.J. Watt on that side, like Bosa, you got to neutralize him. And the only way you neutralize him is with the quick passing game and the running game. Get him tired. And that's when you dial up the long play.
Damn straight. I like it. Tim, thanks for the call, brother. Go Jets.
Go Jets.
Appreciate you. All right, Tim from Fishland. All right, we got a few more callers here. Let's keep this train rolling. Woody, whenever you have to go, please let me know. I'm going to have to go eventually because I got to go to the radio station. But in my Aaron Rodgers jersey, baby. So we'll be on for a few more minutes. Like I said, I'll continue to answer all these phone calls. And another reminder that it is not the pinned comment anymore on YouTube. So I'll make sure I put that back up. But the Jets Hub, that is where it's at. That's where I'll be on all day long, where we can interact in the comment section and things of that nature. I'll drop a link right now into that as we speak. Let me see. Boop, boop, boop. I'm going to drop this right now into the YouTube comment section. So I want to see you guys in here. Here we go. This is the Jets Hub. It's a new thing for my work, heavy on Jets. I'm going to be in there. So that actually, if you click that, it goes right into the comment section. So you can just let me know. Say happy game day, whatever you want to say. And that on YouTube, I just dropped it into the comment section. You guys can click that right now and get involved. I'll be on that all day long, answering your questions, comments, and everything of that nature. Just shout out to Heavy on Jets for the new thing we're doing with the Heavy on Jets Hub. Make sure you guys check that out all day long. All right, let's go to the phone lines once again. Indy Jets joins us here on the program. What's up, Indy?
Boy, Green and Woody, how are you, buddies?
Oh, yeah, it's
Doing
game
well,
day, baby.
doing well.
Hey, I got a question for you, Boy Green. I hear you talk about this fiance all the time. When's the damn wedding?
That's a good point. I just had that brought up. Actually, we have the voice of Clemson, so I'm really blessed to be talking to all kinds of people all the time. I've gotten really friendly with the voice of Clemson. His name is Don Munson, and he's been on my radio show for 10 years or something. So I remember when he congratulated me on the engagement back in 2018, I believe was when I did. And then every year we have him on because Syracuse plays Clemson in football or basketball every year. He's like, yeah. How long's this wedding? Every year, it's another comment. It's like, what the hell's going on, buddy? What the hell's going on? So, yeah.
Are you waiting for the Jets to win the Super Bowl? Is that the issue?
Yeah, so I'm just scheduling it then for March then, because they're winning the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah. So as long as you're planning it, we can do a YouTube live thing. I don't know.
Ah, nice. I like it.
I
already told her. Here's this. This first time I'm saying it. So shout out to you and D for this. I am going to do a Boy Green Daily live from the hospital in November when the baby arrives. And it was my fiance's idea. And I was like, okay. So Boy Green Daily, I will be in the hospital. My baby boy is set to be born on November 18th. We'll see if that's the exact date. But I will be doing a Boy Green Daily live from the hospital. That's going to be wild.
Well, definitely congratulations on that. So I back onto another Jets another Jets topic. I think you're going to see a lot of 20 and 21 personnel, something we don't ever use in the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I say that is because if you put Brees and Allen out there, what's that going to do to their pass rush? You put two wide receivers and two running backs back there. With that kind of talent, you got both bruisers, both fast, both can catch.
Mm-hmm.
That's something we haven't normally seen out of a Jets offense. We haven't had this kind of talent to do it.
True. Right. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
And I think that we're going to see some 20 and 21 personnel and just absolutely just confuse a defense finally. Instead of
confusing ourselves.
Instead of our offense looking confused, it's going to be the one doing the confusion.
Oh, thank God. That's long overdue. You're telling me about, hey, Paul, when's that winning? When is the offense supposed to do what they're supposed to do to the other side? That's what I've been waiting for God's sake. So hopefully that's coming tonight, baby. Yes.
But yeah, and I've been a Jets fan since '84. Since the first game that ever was played in Indianapolis.
I love that.
Was a Jets-Colts game, and I got to meet. I was only 12 years old then. And I got to meet Mark Gastineau happened to come up to the wall and just said, "Hey, kid, you want to come down here and hang out for a little bit?" And I've got a ball at home that's got 32 of the 84 New York Jets team. They all signed it, including the New York Sack Exchange before they were the Sack Exchange.
Wow, what an item! That's awesome, man.
So I lived almost my whole life. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina now, Panthers country. But most of my years were in Indiana around Colts fans but I will bleed green until including my kids. My kids grew up in Colts country and they all are Jets fans now. They're grown and in their 20s, but yeah, they didn't have a choice. I told them they
Damn
can either
straight.
be Jets fans or they can move out.
That's it. That's the rules. Yes.
Right. But no, I just wanted to I've been thinking about that. I can only picture Brees and Braylon on the field at the same Brees, Braylon, and Garrett.
Oh, that's awesome.
At the same time, and the defense looks up and goes, "What the hell do we do with this?"
Mm-hmm. I love it.
And
Indeed.
so, all right, man, appreciate it. You guys, it's good to see you, Woody. I've seen you on Instagram quite a bit, here and there, but I never got a chance to talk to you. So it's good to see you.
Pleasure is all mine. And I'm not too far away in North Carolina. I'm a little bit outside of Raleigh. So, we are out here.
I'll tell you what, Woody, I'll tell you what, we have an amazing Jets bar here in Charlotte. Okay, so I don't know if you remember seeing it on ESPN. The owner of the Panthers walked in and knocked the guy's hat off.
Yes,
that's our bar.
No way. What?
Yeah, it's called Dilworth Grill, and the manager there is a huge Jets fan, and so we have our own bar there that's just Jets. And so he was always trashing on the Panthers and so forth. And if you remember seeing that video where the owner came in, that was our bar.
Wow, what a small world! That's hilarious.
That's
oh my God!
So anytime, Woody, you ever get down to you come down this way for a Charlotte? Raleigh's what 2 hours?
Yeah, exactly, 2 hours.
Yeah. Anytime, you are welcome to come down, buddy. We will welcome you with open arms and put you in the front row.
Ooh, there you go, Indy.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for calling in and telling us some of your story, man. It's good. It's good.
All right, my man. We'll see you guys.
Thank you, Indy Jets. It's cool. I love when the callers call in. So, like, I've seen Indy in the comments before, and for him to call in and tell a little bit of his story, I think that's really cool. So awesome. All right, let's keep it going. This guy's been waiting a hot second. He's a needle mover in Jets content creator land right now. B-Mac joins us on the show.
Hey guys, Boy Green, Woody, pleasure to meet you for the first time, my man. Love the hairdo, just like a macho man. You know what I mean? Granny,
I didn't see that before.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, nice.
We are finally here. We finally made it September 9th. You know what I mean? All what we be waiting for. I just want 8 o'clock to come right now.
Of course.
I don't know next time, no more Monday nights, please. No more Monday night games.
Let me see. We have another one on the schedule, right? Oh yeah, Bills week 6. That one's Monday night. So yeah, we're gonna get a couple, and then Sunday nights.
I think that's Sunday. Is that Sunday or Monday?
No. Bills is 100% Monday.
It's Monday. Okay.
100% Monday. I'll double check that, but I'm like a billion% sure. Let me see.
Yeah, well, I just want to say, before I get to my Jets point.
Yes, it's Monday Night Football. Just to confirm. Sorry to interrupt you, B-Mac. 100%. It's Monday Night Football. Here are all the primetime games coming up. So we got, obviously, Jets 49ers tonight. It's Monday Night Football. Week 6, Jets Bills. That's Monday Night Football. Let's see. Obviously, we got the Thursday Night Football game. That's a Patriots game. Me and Wudi will be at that one.
So intense. I don't think
Steelers Sunday Night Football. We got that week 7. We got the Thursday night game against the Texans. That's week 9, and another Sunday night game against Indianapolis. And then, of course, you always have the chance for flex opportunities. Plus, obviously, the London game week 5 against the Vikings. So yeah, we got a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Go ahead, B-Mac.
So it's gonna be. So I mean, it would make sense, Rodgers, the Jets, you know what I mean, and hopefully, those Python games will be a hell of a ball game to watch. But before I get to my Jets point, for tonight's game, I just want to say that Joe Burrow is overrated. I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow. Oh, I see. Overrated. Oh, okay. And by the way, real quick, since you brought them up, I just have to say, I know a lot of Jet fans are mad at me for this. I think it's great news that the Patriots won because the Patriots suck. weird stuff happens in week 1. Them beating the Bengals is going to help us later when we're vying for the number 1 seed, baby. So like that's good news. The Bengals Bengals are awesome. And okay, maybe Joe Burrow is overrated. I'll let people decide what they want to decide on that. But to me, the Patriots are going to be 2-15. If one of their wins is against the Bengals, yippity-doo-dah. I don't give a flying hoot. So that's great news for business because the Jets have greater plans. Where like Patriots are nothing. I don't even think about them. To me, only 3 teams are in the division. There's a 4th. Who is it? I don't even know. I'm not even like their existence doesn't even matter to me. So that's why a lot of people would say, no, we need the Bengals to win. I'm like, no, we don't. But anywho, that's neither here nor there. Although also Dan Hopp said, "What the hell is BMAC watching back there? What is on the screen?"
That's what I was trying to say. You guys both know soul.
I'm watching Lost.
Lost again. Yeah. Yes.
Is that what that is? Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
I've never seen
it. Background deal.
I haven't seen it either.
It's on.
Okay.
It's on Netflix.
Okay, check it out. Is there what is there's
that's what I literally said that before, and neither of you guys said anything. I said, "Oh, okay, all right, my bad." Because I'm distracted. I'm distracted.
Yeah, but but the Patriots won this Super Bowl, yesterday. So I don't think that's gonna last. You know what I mean? I think I think. Are you okay, Purple Green?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just getting distracted by Lost. I just saw there are 2 women attacking each other in what appears to be some sort of an abandoned room of some sort. Anywho, I have never seen the show. I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Yeah. But that's what Boy Green said, right? That they won. They might get 2 wins all year. They happy. Trust me, I have a cousin. There's something wrong with that boy, but he definitely let me know time and time again that the Patriots won. And I will definitely continue to hear from him until next week when they lose.
Yeah. But real quick, because I don't want to hold up. But my keys to victory for tonight's game.
Yeah.
This game is going to come down to the trenches.
Okay. I agree.
Both sides of the ball, the D line and O line. I'm anxious to see what this offense is going to look like with Rodgers under the helm. I'm not expecting, even though I hope Rodgers could be vintage Rodgers, I'm not expecting it. I won't be shocked if Rodgers, not have like a terrible game. It's like one of those typical rusty games. I mean, 2 years removed from from actually playing a full meaningful game. So I do expect them to be rusty, but I'm going to disagree with Woody. I think the Jets are going to win this game, but I think it's going to come down to which team is going to be physical with the most. And I think this is a big test for the Jets. And I think that the Jets need to run the ball. You need to come out, establish the run, ease Rodgers into it. You don't want to have him drop back and play a hero ball, especially his first game back. Make it easy for him. And then the defensive lineman, I think, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this and call me a bad sport, but Brock Purdy would not make it through. Brock Purdy would not make it to the second quarter.
Jesus, good Lord!
I think
they're gonna bench him. For Joshua Dobbs. Are they going to bench him for Joshua Dobbs, the rocket scientist?
No. I think that the Jets D line is going to be on him like hyenas on meat. And
my God, that is quite vivid. Good Lord.
It's going to get nicked up, and they probably don't want to risk him. So before the second quarter, they kind of sit him. And yes, you might see Josh Dobbs in there, getting his teeth kicked in too. Because
Jesus, teeth kicked in. What is this, a Sopranos episode? Bite the curb? What the hell? All right.
The Jets' defensive line is underrated without Hassan Reddick, I believe. Okay. And I saw it through the preseason game, man. Like that Giants preseason game, like dudes you never heard of, like McKinley and the white dude,
McGregor, Brady
and
McGregor.
Then, yeah. McGregor, and then you got what's his? You got so many underrated pieces on that D line.
That's
But
true.
I'm gonna go with the Jets. I think this is gonna be a close game. I got the Jets winning 23. And like I said, if they lose, it's not the end of the world. It's week 1, 16 games to go. I do got a question for y'all real quick.
Okay, real quick, because I want to try
yeah.
to get to a few more callers. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Rex Ryan, he was on the Barton show, and he said he's not going to pick the Jets because Rodgers has been pretty bad in week 1s back with the Packers. The 2 years previous before the injury. So
We'll answer that question, B-Mac. We'll answer that. Thank you, B-Mac, for the call. Appreciate you. Yeah, so we'll get to that in just a second. We got a YouTube super chat coming in, baby. Golden. That's what happens when you're donating this kind of moolah to the table. Jets Cubs fan 29. And again, every time we get a YouTube super chat, we get one of these.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he says what a lot of us may be thinking. Anyone else keeping their eyes closed for the first 5 plays? Laughing emojis. 21-17 Jets LFG. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers was also, again, you guys watch the Alex Smith interview. It's great. It'll be on later tonight, or you can find it on YouTube. But Aaron Rodgers said after he gets past play 4, he plans on finding an ESPN camera, kind of giving a wink and a smile, which there should be plenty of them there. So it's just, I think it's just the juju. Just like, we can all breathe now, because like Saleh even joked about it too. So thank you for the super chat, Jets Cubs fan 29. I don't know if I'm keeping them closed, but I'm just like doing like play 1, play 2, play 3, play 4, and then it's over. You're like, oh, thank God. Yeah, it'll be great. But thank you for the super chat. Shout out to Snowball, who is in the middle of work, and he said, I'm checking in between school periods. So I appreciate you, Snowball, for chiming in. But let's get to someone new on the channel real quick. We got Julio!
Let's go!
What's up?
What up? Boy, I'm excited. I'm
Should
excited.
be. What jersey we got?
Huh?
What jersey
I
we
got
got? Oh,
Aaron
yeah,
Rodgers.
baby.
Aaron Rodgers, baby. Let's go. I woke up this morning, and you know, I always got the YouTube ready.
Sure.
And I heard this new video, hype video that came out.
Yeah.
Oh, I kept on hearing Jets, Jets. I know you saw the video yet.
Yeah, I have. I saw the hype video. It came out last night. Oh, awesome.
Yeah. And I was like saying, man, they should have had Richie at the end.
It would have been cool. Yeah, I saw the people they selected who are fine, but yeah, I think Richie, there could have been a couple other people in there. That would have been awesome. But yeah.
I love it. That chant had me waking up in the morning. And you know, my wife is an Eagle fan.
Oh.
And she just looked at me and she just said, for real? I said, yup, it's tonight. We're going in there just to beat the 49ers, get out of there, and let's go beat Tennessee. But
yeah, that's it. Let's go. Let's keep beating them. I love it. So that's good. I hope you gave your wife the business last year after the Jets beat the Eagles.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that must have been a fun household. But yeah, we're starting a winning streak, baby, tonight.
she wore the New York Jets jersey after that game for the whole year. That's the bet me and her had made.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, wow. Okay, nice.
We had a bet because, you know, she's from Delaware.
Okay.
She's a big Eagle fan. And always she was bragging, y'all never beat the Eagles. Y'all never beat the Eagles. When we beat them, boy, she was mad, but she needed to wear that jersey all year long.
Oh, beautiful. Great bet on your part. Great bet. Way to get that in there, Julio.
Mm-hmm. So I'm confident that tonight, I'm very confident that we're going to win. Aaron Rodgers, of course, he's 13-6 against the 49ers, I believe.
Mm-hmm. 6-3 against the 49ers in the regular season, and then I think he's 0-4 in the playoffs. But 6-3 in the regular season, baby. You love to see it.
Yeah. So I'm rooting for it. I think we got the defense. Mm-hmm. We equal with them, but I feel like we can win. We got youth behind us.
Damn straight, baby. And thanks for calling in, Julio. That's awesome, man.
JETF. Jets.
Let's go, Julio. It's almost game day, brother. It's almost game day. Scott Foster 23 using again his member shout out, which also gives a shout out from my daughter.
Wow.
They hate me in NorCal. Jet gear all day. Scott Foster 23. We love to see it, brother. Awesome. Keep repping. I rep it no matter what. Jets winning, losing, game day, not game day. We're always wearing the Jets, baby. Okay. I've got several callers left. We're going to have to go rapid fire. I want to get to all of you. I don't want to leave anyone off, and then I got to run over to the radio station. So let's go through everybody real quick. Okay, we got our legend athlete, baby, Mr. Fulton.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Never much. We just won a state softball game, and we're the back-to-back champions. And I'm the athlete of the month for
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you. So my prediction is going to be Jets 41-7.
Woo! Hey, that's what I'm talking about, Mr. Fulton.
Yeah, and hopefully the Jets can win this game, and like the coach said on Sunday. But they've got to beat the other team for the Jets, and Aaron Rodgers is our best player, and
no doubt about it.
Yes, he needs to win
that blowout prediction.
He needs to win every single game of his career.
Let's do it. Mr. Fulton, thanks for the call, brother.
Yeah, go Jets.
Go Jets, baby. You love to see it. Nick chimes in. Loving that hat Paul's out from the Jets merch site. It absolutely is. You guys can find it. Just look at the NFL shop, I believe. I believe the Jets shop and NFL shop, all that's kind of interconnected. But yeah, look at it. These are the brand new sideline hats for the New York Jets. So feel free to get one. I have a black one and a green one. They're exactly the same. And our last guy to finish us off is EZ as we're signing off here. What's up, EZ? Nope. EZ? Can you hear us?
I'm still recovering from the concert, but I'm doing good.
Okay. Yeah, good to see you, pal.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. I think there's a delay, but I got you.
Can you hear me? All right.
Yeah.
Here's my quick prediction so that you can go. I believe there are going to be 5 field goals in the game. I don't know who's going to have 3, who's going to have 2.
Okay.
And I believe the last person with a meaningful possession will win the game.
I love that. Great way to put it. Easy. Keep recovering, buddy, and I'm sure we'll see you later for the post-game show. Okay, there he is. Easy. Let's do one more JETS chant all together, baby. Shout out to the 700 people in the room right now. Make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe. This is Boy Green Daily. If you're new to the channel, again, my name is Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. We do a show live every single day at 7:30 in the morning. I hope you guys can be a part of the community and rally around us. And stay tuned. We've done this the entire offseason. We do a show every day, and we're doing it throughout the entire season. Plus, 2 hours after every final whistle, we go live to react to everything that happened with the latest player sound, Saleh sound, and everything in between. So that means we'll probably be going live around 1 in the morning in the later tonight / early morning, if that makes any sense. So hopefully I'll see you guys all there. Let's ride, baby. Again, I'll reiterate my Jets prediction. Jets win 21-9. 49ers get 3 field goals, are held out of the end zone, and the Jets get an emphatic statement win to announce to the rest of the league that we are here. Thanks, everybody. I got to run to the radio station, but let's keep the chat going. Again, I'm going to throw it in the YouTube comment section. I'll also put it as a pinned comment after on the video so you guys can check it out. And shout out to our Austria Jets fan here that just joined our Boy Green Coffee Club. We love to see it. DER_international Jet fan. Appreciate your support and welcome to the army, baby. But also pin it to the comment if you're watching this after the fact to join the New York Jets Heavy on Jets Hub. It's going to be the pinned link on YouTube after this video is done posting. I'm no longer live streaming. Get in there, jump in the comment section, and let's get this party started, baby. And I'm going to be on that throughout the entire day. So guys, just comment in. You can ask your Jet questions. You can share your Jets predictions in there as well. Just get engaged, get involved, and I'll be interacting with you guys and responding to all your comments all day long. Shout out to Heavy on Jets for making that possible. So guys, make sure, again, you hit it, and we'll be chatting all day long, and then I'll you again for the live show later tonight. Jets game day. We're finally here, baby. Let's freaking go. And also, yes, as we're heading out, William, all you guys at T Squared Social tonight, enjoy Jake Asman's great, awesome watch party later this evening. And hopefully you guys enjoy the game wherever you're watching it. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you, baby. Jets, 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 Jets. We're going to kick some 49ers ass tonight.